The 3-jar system. Kid's saving story. What if I told you that the secret to building a rich life could fit inside just 3 simple jars? And what if learning the secret didn't require you to be an adult, have a job, or even understand the stock market? What if a simple lesson taught to a child could change their entire future? This is the story of the 3-jar system, a lesson about money, dreams, and discipline that starts small but grows into something life-changing. It was Liam's 10th birthday. While most kids were expecting video games, toys, or maybe a new bike, Liam's father handed him a brown paper bag. Inside were 3 glass jars, each with a label written in bold letters: spend, save, and give. Liam looked up, confused. "Dad, are you giving me empty jars?" he asked, half smiling. His father chuckled. "Not empty, son, these jars are full of your future," and with that, he placed a crisp $30 in Liam's hand. "From today onwards," his father explained, "every time you get money, whether it's your allowance, a gift, or even something you earn, you'll divide it into these jars: $10 in spend, 10 in save, and 10 in give." Liam frowned. "But why?" His father leaned closer. "Because money is like a seed. If you plant it right, it will grow. But if you waste it, it disappears forever." At first, Liam thought this was silly. Why couldn't he just buy the toy he wanted now? But his father insisted, "Follow the system for 1 year, and you'll understand." So, week after week, Liam added his allowance to the jars. The spend jar was for little treats, an ice cream, a comic book, or a small toy. The save jar stayed untouched. The give jar was for helping others, whether donating to a charity, buying a snack for a friend who couldn't afford it, or supporting a school project. 3 months in, something surprising happened. Liam's save jar began to fill up. The coins clinked against each other, the bills folded neatly. It felt exciting. For the first time, Liam realized, saving money isn't about not spending, it's about giving your future more choices. 6 months later, Liam had saved enough in his save jar to buy a remote control car he had wanted for years. When he told his dad, expecting immediate approval, his father paused. "Liam, I'm proud of you, but let me ask you something. If you spend all your savings now, what happens to your future dreams?" Liam thought about it. The car would be fun, but what about the guitar he had been dreaming of learning? That night, he made a decision. He wouldn't spend the save jar yet. Instead, he would set a bigger goal: buying the guitar and taking lessons. And in that moment, Liam learned one of the most powerful truths about money: the ability to wait for something greater is what builds real wealth. As the year went on, the give jar became Liam's favorite. At first, he thought giving meant losing money. But soon, he discovered it was the opposite. One day, on his way home from school, Liam saw a classmate, Noah, sitting alone at the park bench. Noah's lunchbox was empty. Without thinking twice, Liam used money from his give jar to buy Noah a sandwich and juice. Noah's smile was worth more than the coins Liam had spent. That night, Liam told his dad what happened. His father nodded and said, "Son, money can buy you things, yes, but when you use it to help others, it buys you something far greater: purpose." From that day, Liam realized, true wealth isn't measured by what you keep, but by what you share. The months turned into years. Liam followed the 3-jar system faithfully: allowance, birthday gifts, even money from mowing lawns for neighbors. The spend jar allowed him to enjoy life in small ways. The save jar grew steadily, giving him the power to set and achieve bigger goals. The give jar connected him to people and causes that mattered. By the time he turned 15, Liam wasn't just a kid anymore, he was someone who understood self-control, generosity, and long-term thinking. One summer, Liam's school announced a 2-week trip abroad for cultural exchange. It cost $800, a huge amount for a teenager. Many of his classmates gave up on the idea, thinking it was impossible. But Liam smiled. He went home, opened his save jar, and counted. Not only did he have enough to join the trip, he still had money left for souvenirs. And when his dad asked how he felt, Liam simply said, "It's amazing how much you can do when you plan ahead." That trip changed Liam's life. He experienced new cultures, made friends from around the world, and realized, money is not the goal, it's the tool. Years later, Liam became a young man, ready to start college. His jars were no longer glass, they had become savings accounts and investments. But the principle remained the same: spend wisely, save consistently, give generously. One day, while packing his things before moving to the university dorms, he saw the original 3 jars on his shelf. They were scratched, a little dusty, but still full of memories. His little sister Emma walked in. "What are these?" she asked. Liam smiled. He cleaned the jars, labeled them neatly again, and handed them to her with $30. "Emma, these aren't just jars, they're the keys to your future." A few months into college, Liam got unexpected news. His part-time job was cut due to budget issues. Suddenly, his regular income stopped. Many of his friends panicked, skipping meals, borrowing money, or even considering quitting school. But Liam calmly opened his savings account. Years of discipline from the save jar meant he had enough to cover expenses until he found a new job. As he paid his rent that month, he thought to himself, this is why I started the jars. Not just for things I want, but for the storms I didn't see coming. One Saturday, while visiting home, Liam saw his sister Emma proudly showing their dad her 3 jars, each filling up just like his once did. She told him she had bought art supplies from her spend jar, was saving for a bicycle in her save jar, and had used her give jar to help buy food for a stray puppy. Liam smiled, but deep down, he realized something profound. This system wasn't just about money, it was about shaping character. Because through those jars, he had learned patience, planning, and generosity. And now, he was passing that same mindset to the next generation. Whether you're 10 or 50, the principle is the same: spend wisely so you can enjoy life without regrets. Save consistently so your future self will thank you. Give generously so your wealth creates meaning beyond yourself. The jars might be glass, or they might be bank accounts, envelopes, or apps on your phone. But the mindset? That's timeless. So, the next time you earn money, no matter how little, remember Liam's story. Don't let every dollar slip through your fingers. Instead, put it where it belongs, 1 part for now, 1 part for later, and 1 part for others. Because in the end, we don't just build wealth with money, we build it with habits.